Today we reveal the 15 most impressive royal wedding dresses that have marked history of all time. From ancestral jewels hand-embroidered, to designs that cost more than some houses worldwide. Dresses that not only dressed princesses, but transformed bridal fashion forever in royal history worldwide. A journey through secrets, gossip, and historic moments behind each design ever created. Are you ready to discover the most legendary royal dresses ever? Do not forget subscribe, like and share. Number 15. Fabiola of Belgium. In December 1960, a Spanish aristocrat named Fabiola de Mora y Aragon married King Balduino of Belgium. She wore a wedding dress that would become a true legend in fashion history. Designed by the master Cristobal Balenciaga, this dress was not only a garment, it was a work of art. Created in just 1 month and a half, it reflected Fabiola's discreet elegance. With a bateau neckline, Japanese sleeves, and a high waist, it broke every rule of its time. It was the first royal wedding ever broadcast on television, and its impact was immediate. What makes this story even more fascinating is the family connection behind the design. Fabiola's great-grandmother had been a patron of Balenciaga, a destiny stitched together with threads of fashion. Today, this iconic dress rests as a centerpiece at the Balenciaga Museum in Guetaria. It is considered one of the most precious jewels of the museum. Did you know this? Number 14. Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II's wedding dress was designed by Norman Hartnell and crafted in silk satin from China. The gown featured a sweetheart neckline, long sleeves, and an extraordinary 4-meter fan-shaped train. Despite the hardships of the post-war years, Elizabeth managed to create a truly majestic dress. What impressed the world most were the details. Thousands of pearls and crystals, imported from the United States, were delicately embroidered across the fabric. Believe it or not, Elizabeth used ration coupons to acquire the material, a powerful gesture that reflected her connection to the struggles faced by her people. Although today some of us might not choose it, in its time it was considered the most beautiful wedding dress ever created. What do you think? Do you agree? Leave your comments. Number 13. Princess Margaret. Princess Margaret, the younger sister of Queen Elizabeth II, first fell in love with a military officer, Captain Peter Townsend. But the restrictions of the time prevented her from marrying him, because he was divorced. Thankfully, those prohibitions belong to the past now, don't you think? Yet, just one day after facing the news that Townsend had become engaged to another woman, Margaret accepted a marriage proposal from photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones. For the occasion, Margaret chose a princess-cut wedding dress with a V neckline and a high funnel neck collar, designed by Norman Hartnell. The gown, which used over 30 meters of fabric in its skirt and train, reflected a majestic and elegant style. She completed the look with the Poltimore tiara, a gift from her mother. Years later, this tiara would become iconic. When Armstrong Jones photographed Margaret wearing it while sitting in a bathtub, the image became legendary and deeply scandalous in its time. Number 12. Princess Sofia of Sweden. On June 13, 2015, Sofia Hellqvist, a former model and reality television star, married Prince Carl Philip of Sweden. It was a wedding that broke tradition. Her dress, designed by Ida Stjostet, was elegant and modern. Lace sleeves, a deep V neckline, and delicate hand embroidery. She completed the look with the palmette tiara, set with emeralds, from the Swedish royal collection. Sofia's past sparked controversy, but Prince Carl Philip stood firmly by her side. Over time, she won the hearts of the Swedish people. Today, Sofia and Carl Philip are parents to 3 sons, and she is admired for her humility, strength, and dedication. Number 11. Stephanie of Luxembourg. Her wedding dress, designed by Elie Saab, stood out for its timeless elegance. Ivory lace and delicate tulle combined in a romantic yet modern silhouette. With three-quarter sleeves and a bateau neckline, the design felt refined and understated. Subtle transparencies added a contemporary touch, without losing tradition. Born into a noble Belgian family and holding a postgraduate degree, Stephanie chose a gown that reflected both her sophistication and her new role as hereditary Grand Duchess. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Number 10. Clare of Luxembourg. On September 21, 2013, Clare Leidmacher married Prince Felix of Luxembourg. In a ceremony held in France, her wedding dress quickly became one of the most talked about royal gowns of the decade. Praised for its refined elegance and understated sophistication. The design was created by Elie Saab, renowned for his delicate craftsmanship and timeless sense of femininity. What captured everyone's attention was the dramatic 3-meter train, flowing gracefully behind her and adding a sense of quiet grandeur to the moment. To complete the look, Clare wore a 19th-century diamond floral tiara, a treasured family jewel that connected her modern style with royal history. As a couple, Clare and Prince Felix chose a more discreet life, away from constant public attention and formal royal duties. Today, they live privately with their 2 children, maintaining a low profile, yet always embodying natural elegance and quiet refinement. Number 9. Charlene of Monaco. On July 2, 2011, Charlene married Prince Albert II of Monaco in a wedding that captivated the royal world. Her wedding dress, designed by Giorgio Armani, was a masterpiece of haute couture, with a fitted mermaid silhouette. The gown featured 40,000 Swarovski crystals. The wedding became an international event, attended by celebrities and royal guests from around the world. Charlene, a former South African swimmer, became Princess of Monaco through both a civil and a religious ceremony. Despite ongoing rumors, the couple remains together and are parents to twins, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella. Was it really true? Number 8. Meghan Markle. On May 19, 2018, Meghan Markle captivated the world with her wedding dress. The design was created by Claire Waite Keller. For Givenchy, Meghan chose a British female designer to represent her new home and her values. The most meaningful detail was the veil, embroidered with flowers, symbolizing the 53 countries of the Commonwealth, including the California poppy, a tribute to her home state. Hidden inside the gown, a small piece of fabric from the dress Meghan wore on her first date with Harry was sewn into the hem, a secret known only by the couple, marking a new chapter in British royal history. Number 7. Marie-Chantal Miller. On July 1, 1995, although Greece was no longer a monarchy, Marie-Chantal Miller looked like a true princess. Her wedding became one of the most important social events of the decade. Her Valentino gown was a masterpiece of haute couture, with an estimated cost of $225,000. Around 1,400 guests attended the ceremony, including King Juan Carlos of Spain and Queen Elizabeth II. Marie-Chantal, daughter of billionaire Robert Warren Miller, converted to Greek Orthodoxy. Her wedding marked a new era for the Greek royal family. Number 6. Clare of Belgium. On April 12, 2003, Claire Coombs became Princess Clare of Belgium when she married Prince Laurent of Belgium. The ceremony captivated the entire country. Her wedding dress, designed by Edouard Vermeulen for the fashion house Noten, was a masterpiece of bridal elegance. Clare requested a romantic, feminine, and simple gown. The designer delivered it to perfection. Clare and Prince Laurent remain married today, despite facing difficult moments in recent years. In 2019, Clare experienced health issues, never publicly specified. In 2020, she contracted COVID, stepping back from public duties. A quieter chapter for the Belgian royal family. Number 5. Soraya Esfandiary. Soraya Esfandiary's wedding to Mohammed Reza Pahlavi on February 12, 1951, was an event that dazzled the world. Her wedding dress, created by Christian Dior, became legendary. It weighed nearly 20 kilograms and featured 6,000 diamonds, 20,000 marabou feathers, and 33 meters of silver thread. The ceremony took place at the Golestan Palace in Tehran. Soraya was only 19 years old. The Shah, 32. The dress required weeks of meticulous work with skilled seamstresses, bringing this extraordinary creation to life. Sadly, the marriage lasted only 7 years. In 1958, Soraya was divorced for not providing an heir, ending a royal fairy tale. She later lived as a wandering princess and died alone in Paris in 2001 at 69. Number 4. Queen Letizia. On May 22, 2004, Letizia Ortiz married Felipe VI in a historic wedding that marked a turning point for the Spanish monarchy. Her wedding dress was created by Manuel Pertegaz. For many, it was a work of art, crafted in silk, with a 4.5-meter train and intricate embroidery in gold and silver thread. The gown was transported in a civil guard truck, lined with tissue paper. Pertegaz himself considered this his last great creation. This dress symbolized not only the union of Spain's future king and queen, but also the modernization of the Spanish monarchy. In recent years, the media has circulated unconfirmed rumors about tensions within the marriage. Speculation remains unconfirmed. What do you think? Write it below. Number 3. Princess Diana. The wedding dress of Diana, Princess of Wales, is considered one of the most iconic in the history of royal bridal fashion. Designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel for her wedding on July 29, 1981, at St. Paul's Cathedral, the dress immediately became a fashion legend. The designers even created a backup dress in case anything happened to the original. However, when the Emanuels watched the ceremony on television, they were horrified. The fabric showed more wrinkles than expected. To make matters worse, Diana spilled perfume on her dress and used her bouquet to hide the accident. Over time, the gown has been seen by many as cursed, a silent witness to a marriage that ended in a devastating divorce. According to accounts from that time, Prince Charles cried the night before the wedding, as if sensing the pain that awaited Diana, loved by millions, but not fully loved by the person who mattered most to any bride. Number 2. Catherine Middleton. On April 29, 2011, Catherine Middleton married Prince William at Westminster Abbey, wearing a wedding dress that instantly became iconic. The design was created by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen and perfectly balanced tradition and modernity. It featured an elegant V neckline, long lace sleeves, and a dramatic train measuring 7 meters and 62 centimeters, finished with 58 silk and organza buttons running down the back. The dress was inspired by Grace Kelly's legendary bridal look, reimagined for a new generation of royal style. Later that evening, Catherine changed into a second dress, simpler and more refined, also designed by Sarah Burton, for the reception at Buckingham Palace. This wedding dress became a global symbol of bridal elegance, inspiring brides around the world. And here's a curious detail. Prince William chose not to wear a wedding ring, breaking with royal tradition. So tell me, what do you think? I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments. Number 1. Grace Kelly. The wedding dress with which Grace Kelly became Princess of Monaco changed history forever. It was created by Helen Rose and gifted by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, marking a turning point in bridal fashion. The lace bodice, the structured skirt, the central button closure, and the wide sash at the waist are details still seen today in wedding dresses around the world. One of the most famous bridal gowns in history. It continues to inspire modern royalty. The dress took 6 weeks to create. On April 19, 1956, the celebrated American actress married Rainier III of Monaco. Some historians have debated whether their union was partly a marriage of convenience, given the economic impact Grace's presence had on Monaco. However, Grace Kelly left Hollywood at the height of her career, choosing love over fame, to become a princess. Years later, she died tragically in a car accident in 1982. Her son, Prince Albert II, preserves the dress as a treasured family relic. This gown symbolizes her final fairytale moment before a tragic ending. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe, share the video, and give it a like. Every interaction helps us continue creating content that transports you to the magical world of royalty. Which wedding dress was your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. See you in the next video on Gisela's Style English. Thank you.